Just my opinion.
The podcast.
Mike Roberts, baby.
My name is Hery Irizarry.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Just My Opinion. I'm here with Mike. Hello, Mike.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
I'm doing muy bien. What's going on?
Oh, not much, man. Not much. Actually, right now I'm fighting a little bit of a what I hope to be just a flu. I don't think it's the vid. I don't think it's the vid. So.
I hope not.
No, I hope not. I mean, if so, this definitely does suck. So, I took a COVID test yesterday, though. I came back negative. So.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
The nose one?
Yeah. I did, yeah, exactly. I hate those things, man. Just like.
No, I don't do that.
So I've had a couple COVID tests. Like, we were pretty proactive during the height of everything, you know? And, so, like, if we felt we needed to get one, we're like, well, you know, we'll go get one. But now you can do, like, the at-home ones and everything like that.
Nope.
It's crazy. So that's what I did. It came back negative. So I believe it to be the flu. But then, of course, you know, everybody's like, well, you know, the test may not work until after it's been so many days. I'm like, well, then that's not a good test.
So why even test yourself?
Exactly.
But you know what? But the thing about it is that, for me, is that I don't care about taking the test, because what they're going to do is going to send you back home.
Yeah.
Oh, so I know that I have it, but what is that going to do?
Yeah.
You stay home. That's it.
Exactly. And let me tell you, man, I'm going to own this. So over the course of the pandemic, when people were like, where there was some people that I felt were just taking advantage of like the sickness protocols at their job and stuff. And I would be like, oh man, that's got to be great. You go home and and just kind of relax. It sucks. I hated it. Like yesterday, just sitting in my room all day, because we didn't know if I had COVID at first. So we wanted to keep it all locked up. And it was just, miserable. Miserable. I was in there playing video games or whatever while I'm sitting in there, but it's, you know, that's a whole day you just wasted. And for people like you and I that are like, we like to go out and
go nuts, yeah.
I hated it. It was this morning. Melinda was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Nope." I was like, "I'm fine. I'm gonna have to get over it. It's gonna have to get better." So, So I'm trying to be better today. Do a little bit of cleaning, still relaxing, and trying to hang down and get some rest. So I think I just overdid it. Past couple weeks been pretty busy. Which, by the way, quick flashback to the beginning of this month. I was thinking about it just a moment ago, before we started the cast today. Can you believe it's already, what's today's date exactly? The 19th. We're filming this on the 19th. We just talked about this a couple weeks, what feels like yesterday. That December just, boom, flies by. What was that? You know, the November 31st episode or something?
Amazing. The days go so fast. The day is like minutes only. It's not like 24-hour day. It's just minutes.
It is
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah. Like, you feel like you don't have enough time to do anything. And then when you go to bed at the end of the night, you think about everything you did in the day. You're like, damn, I did a lot today.
Yeah.
I did. Like, when I write down, if I want to write down everything I do in a day, I'm like, when did I do all this?
Yeah.
When? Yeah, right?
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. The days go faster and faster.
Yeah, and like I said, that just goes right along with what we were talking about, like where I knew coming into this month that it was going to be busy both socially and outside of work, and work is just
draining too, because you have to continue to do the things that you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and you want to do those things, right? That's why you work so hard.
Yeah, you do the same things, but now you're adding a little bit more. You're adding the gatherings and the parties to the weekends or whenever you got a chance.
Yeah.
So that's the tricky part. So I'm ready to be done.
I am too. Like I told Melinda, even though I'm not well, I'm just not going to make sales calls this week, and I'll just work from home. And I'm going to just vacuum and clean while she's gone, working an event this week. And
I have the two most busiest week of the year at work. You know how it is at work. So, woo-wee.
Yeah,
Can't wait.
money making season over there.
I know. Me being all grumpy and yelling, and let's get it going. But yeah.
So hey, I watched Unforgiven.
So good.
Did you finish it? Because remember last week you were only like 20, 30 minutes in. You weren't sure.
I did. I liked it so much. The twist.
Yes.
The twist. That's how they should have called it. The twist. So unexpected. That whole the ending.
The ending.
I'm very glad for her because the last few movies she's done are the Netflix ones. She did the box.
The Bird Box.
The Bird Box. Look at me. There was a bird in the box or something like that. No. It was serious roles,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And now this one was fantastic. So good.
Yeah, I feel like Sandra Bullock doesn't want to do funny roles anymore for some reason.
Yeah,
and I don't know why. She does good in funny movies though, bro. She does good in funny movies.
But I think she has done some work, right? I don't know. I'm not an expert.
No,
on
I
this,
think they made her look
something
like
with
that.
her eyes and.
I think they made her look like that for the movie.
I think she just took her makeup off.
No.
You think so?
Yeah, dude. Sandra is a 10. 10 all day.
Well, I'm not saying that she's not a 10. I'm just saying that.
Well, I'm saying she is not a 10 if she's got, if she's hiding all that behind her. She's on L'Oreal commercials, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Supposed to be,
But I think she's in her 50s now, so.
Yeah.
I mean, praise,
She's still fine.
She's gorgeous, but she look a little different. Yeah. I just gotta admit, she looked a little different in that movie.
Yeah, I feel like they made her look like a woman who went to prison, for sure.
She looked one of the characters from the Hoarders.
I mean, keep in mind, she never got any, access to the normal stuff that women have access to for, 20 years?
Yeah.
So, all of the, health and beauty products that, normal women have access to on a day-to-day, this woman hasn't had access to for that many years.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're Kim K. If you go into prison for 20 years, you're not going to come out.
Well, the whole thing that she did for her daughter, for her sister.
Wow. Dude, that was the part of the movie. Because there's a few twists.
Who would do that?
There's a few twists.
You know what the hard part is? The hard part is that this was a child, a kid, So it's different than when, let's say if you have to do this for a loved one who is older. That's different.
Yeah.
But when you have a 5-year-old who does something like that, what do you do? Right? You just have to protect her, I guess, and it felt that it makes sense to do what she did for her sister. But nobody would know.
Yeah.
How do you know? How can you explain to the real world that a 5-year-old just committed a crime?
How do you make it believable?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The little girl was in shock. That she.
Yeah. Well, to the point that she doesn't know what happened.
Correct. And it's you got that going on, man. And you're in this situation where it's like you said, just to piggyback off of that, where it's do I really want to sacrifice, these next X amount of years?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know what I would do, man. Because I'm going to find a way to explain that story. I ain't going to jail, bro. You ain't getting me 20 years.
Well, okay, so let's say you blame it on the 5-year-old. What could have happened to her?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing's
right?
Nothing's going to happen to the kid.
I think it's on the moment when you realize what happened, you think something's going to happen to that child, so you're trying to protect her, I guess.
I firmly believe that that's a fair assessment.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. So, anyway, yeah, it's a really good movie. Highly recommend. I think it's still number 2, number 3.
Number 2 right now. The Witcher just
right?
came out
Yeah.
and got number 1.
Have you seen that thing?
No.
Okay, me neither.
My cousin watched it before and told me it's really good, but I never stopped and watched it.
Okay.
Maybe I'll give it a try now. There's a
good.
second season.
Yeah. I think the guy who played Superman was on that show, right? On the first season?
Maybe I'm not watching it then. The Superman movies have never turned out good, I don't feel like.
But the last Superman was good. That guy was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was a good Superman.
I just always feel...
He actually apparently he quit. It was not like he did bad.
Oh, okay.
And it's not him. Yeah. He did a good job.
I get annoyed with the Superman movies because they've never quite connected as well as, like, let's say an Iron Man, let's say Captain America, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they just never maintained consistency.
Well, there hasn't never been a replacement for the original one. What was his name that passed away?
I couldn't tell you.
What was his name? I forgot his name, the original Superman. He was very popular in the 80s, you know? And I think nobody has ever been able to replace him.
Well, and the same problem has happened with...
Christopher Reeves.
Wow, look at you.
That's his name.
Look at you.
Yeah, I think that's his name.
Well, and not to mention, Batman's the same way. They can never get consistency with Batman.
Ah! Talk about Batman. Now they have the pale guy. What is his name? The albino kid.
Pete Davidson?
Who played the albino kid who played the vampire movies.
Oh my gosh. No way.
What's his name? He's going to be the new Batman.
From the Twilight movies?
Yeah, that one.
Get the fuck out of here.
What?
That guy?
He's the new Batman, yeah.
Why is he the new Batman?
I don't know.
What happened to, what's his face?
You know, they do like contracts. You know, you do 3 movies and you're out.
I guess maybe that's how they share the love. But Marvel did really well
There is no...
by keeping the same characters.
Yeah. Yeah, but Batman's been like that forever. Michael Keaton. And they had the other one who had the tantrums. What was his name? I forgot his name.
He did it for a long time.
Yeah, he did 3 too.
Yeah.
He did. Dark Knight.
I like that one. I thought he was the best.
Yeah, he was good.
He was my favorite Batman.
And then Ben Affleck, and now this one, the pale one. Man. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's coming next year, so we'll see.
Wow. Ben Affleck was the most recent Batman.
Yeah, Ben Affleck. Yeah.
Was the most recent Batman. So I'm just surprised they're switching it up on him. And getting rid.
Yeah, he's out.
It's hard to maintain the storyline of those movies. Anyways, we're getting off on a tangent about Batman. But
don't get into comics because there's a whole world out there of people following comics, so they may stab you if you say something.
Look, man, I mean, I'm just saying, like, the world of comics is its own world. But the world of world of filmmaking,
those people are very sensitive. The people that follow that stuff are very sensitive. They may shoot you.
Well, look, I'm not. It's just my opinion. All right.
No,
but
okay, let's change it. Let's change it because I told you, I texted you about a documentary that you have to watch. I don't know if you've been able to watch it.
137 shots.
Yes.
I watched it. I watched it at the airport on Friday or Thursday.
What
a man! Did you almost
talk about? I'm sorry for my language, but talk about fucked up.
Did you cry? I'm gonna tell you right now. I
don't know. I don't remember if I cried, but I got emotional.
Yes.
I can't believe it. I can't believe that. That was in 2012. So anyway. So the documentary is called 137 Shots. Documentary. It's on Netflix now. And it's a documentary. It goes back into examines a high-profile case of 2012. It was a police chase of Timothy Russell, who got shot only 137 times. That's what they could count. That's the evidence.
Was ridiculous, bro. Like,
yes,
I'm big on these documentaries, as you very well know, and both of us like this crime stuff. But this just hit home because now we're not seeing documentaries where the footage is from the 80s.
No, yes, it's recent.
This is
2012. Right around the corner.
Almost right at 10 years ago, this shit happened.
Yeah, and also talks about another case in there as well, which was around the same night, I believe it was, Melissa Williams. That was her name. And it's also in Cleveland, in that area. And that is so messed up. You know what bothers me? I understand we're one. We're all police, and we're here to protect each other.
I totally get that.
You do this anywhere. You know, you work with people and you stand up for them. I get that 100%. You cannot sit there and say, I'm going to play the fifth. Just like that. This is so bad.
That was one of the most disgusting fucking scenes I've ever seen.
And you know what is more true? You know what's more disgusting? The fact that guy, what was his last name? Brito? Something like that? The guy who was accused, the cop who was accused, he was accused for the murder. He says he doesn't recall too much. Okay? Because he was so scared for his life at that moment. This is the guy who, he jumped on the hood of the car. What was it? It was a chase of what? 12, 13 cops.
Oh, but it got up to like
eventually
30 cars, I think, at one point.
Yeah, so eventually they surround him, and they all start shooting at him, right? But this guy got up on top of the hood and shot him around 59 times, I think it was, because he was afraid for his life.
And there was a woman in the car, remember? Right? With him?
I can't remember that part.
Yeah. So there was a woman riding with that guy, and they were both shot due to this whole thing, and it was just a backfire. And dude, I'm sorry, like, union or no union.
Well, hey, what I was saying is that the guy doesn't recall the incident of him getting on top of the hood and shooting 50-something times because he was so nervous.
I think the guy had a PTSD flashback from the military. He's scared to admit it for whatever reason.
I can care less what he had.
I'm just saying.
I can care less. Yeah. I understand what you're saying. I can care less what you have. You just don't shoot 50-something times. And okay, not only that, you're not alone there. You have more people shooting with you there. Okay? So the fact that he and his buddies surround this car and shot 137 times, you know what? Let me take you out of the equation. Let's say you're sick. You're mentally sick. Let me take you out of that equation, and you still have other cops shooting. Okay? So you're still shooting. The rest of them, they're not wrong. Why the guy who said he had, let's say he had a condition, right? And this is why he blacked out, and that's why he started shooting. Again, take him out of the equation. You still have almost 100 shots fired from other people.
Yeah. No, and the fact of the matter is when they showed the diagram, these guys were the only bullets they were seeing were their own.
Yeah.
Which
they destroyed their own car too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baffles me.
All this because what is it called? What happened to the car? A backfire. Which it's on record that one of them said what it was. One of the cops said it was backfire, and one of them said to him, "Keep it to yourself."
Yeah.
And then you want to build a relationship between cops and the community.
And this is the problem. Why? And like, dude, I'm sorry, is because cops will back bad cops. Like, that's the issue. It's like, I don't have a problem with you backing your brothers and sisters and all that, and whatever in law enforcement. I totally understand that. It's a different kind of brother and sisterhood. But
I think it's because they're afraid.
But to change the public's opinion of police officers, you can't plead the fucking fifth like that.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because some of them are afraid. Because internally, it's like a fraternity. It is a fraternity. And if you're going to speak up, you're going to get attacked. You're going to be... Your life is going to be a living hell after that. You know? You might be missing. You might be that body missing. If you actually... there's like a secret code. You know? You just don't do certain things. Or you will be next. That's how I see it.
Wow.
And then but the guy is at home afraid for his life.
Yeah, that's what I didn't understand. Afraid for your life, bro. I mean, that's such a cliche statement because all that is a legal term. That's why they even highlighted it in there. Is everybody, as long as you say you're afraid for your life, it gives you, probable cause.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, that's all it's got to be about.
Yep. I agree. Messed up.
And then what's worse is the union up there. The union president is like, and I promise these guys will be getting their jobs back. These are good cops.
Yeah.
I'm like, good fucking cops, bro. Look what they did.
Yeah.
Go let them.
And the lady, what was her, the lieutenant, sergeant, I don't know what the hell she was.
Oh, she was crazy.
She believed they did what they had to do.
And
that's it.
She's hiding behind her car door.
Yeah.
You
You're
know,
right.
it was very wild to me to believe, you know, that the standards in such a city like Cleveland, I mean, Cleveland's a pretty big place, are what they are there, you know? I'm not saying it's here. Yeah. It's perfect in Polk or, you know, Miami or every other big city in Florida, but that's just hard to believe, man. I mean, again, I get it if there was an actual shot. If that guy really did do a drive-by and, like, was stupid enough to pop a round off at a police officer's car and, like, broke a window, something obvious like that, I'd be like, I'm not saying, even then, that person doesn't deserve 137 shots. But at least you would have the kind of reasoning to go, well, you fucking shot at a police officer, bro. What did you expect? Yeah. You know? But this guy was literally just
And there was not even a weapon. There was no weapon. I just don't know how can you go home
and sleep in
peace to your family. Yeah.
Bad decisions.
How can you look at your family and have some kind of excuse about what happened? Well, I was afraid, honey.
Bad decision.
That's why I couldn't stop shooting.
Bad decision making.
Right. Mm-hmm.
No, I get what you mean, bro. It was hard to watch. It was very hard to watch.
Yep. Bad decision making. Yeah. You know what bad decision making is? When you put too much salt on your rice. That's bad decision. It's bad for your health.
Shooting somebody to that degree.
You know, having a 2 liter of Coca-Cola a day, that is bad for you. That's bad choices. That's a mistake. 59 shots to somebody? No, bro. Not at all. I can't. But anyway, that's too serious. On a very more light up part of this is there's a new documentary on Tiger King. We talked about this, I think.
Yes.
The what is it called? The Antler. What's it called? Antle? That's his name?
Yeah, Doc Antle.
Doc Antle. Are any of these people sane?
Dude, I don't know.
On this,
the only criticism I have of this most recent one.
I gotta say, this kind of documentary, I was expecting at some point of the documentary some porn, because it seemed like 70s or 80s porn.
Yes.
But nobody was naked. That's how it felt. Looking at the guy with the long white hair and all the mustaches, it was just bad. And I was like, is this a porn movie? You know? It's bad.
My thing with that one is I wanted more episodes, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, but what was the purpose of the season, of that show? Was it about his sex life or his, I don't know what you want to call that, his business? Because it really didn't focus on anything, although there's one thing. But it talks about the women and all the ladies that work for him and felt that he was disgusting. Fact. But it really doesn't talk about the animals. There's no evidence about animals to, like, the other guy. What was his name? Joe Exotic. You know? So there's PETA on this documentary they're talking there, but seems like there's nothing to talk about the animals there, right?
Well,
that's what I took from it.
Well, no, there's still a problem because.
Well, yeah, I agree with you, but in this guy, Doc, there's really nothing to prove. These ladies are just talking about how disgusting he is.
Oh, I see your point.
You know, I didn't see anything that says, oh, he's bad to animals, you know?
Well, he put the baby tiger in the freezer.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking... I forgot about the baby tiger. Hey, honey, can you give me some ice cream? What the hell? There's a tiger in here, honey. Ah, dang it. I thought it was chicken this whole time. Oh my god. There's no issue with animals, and all of a sudden, yeah, you're right. There's a tiger in the fridge. A baby tiger. I forgot about the tiger. Anyway. Where's PETA? Where's PETA when you need him?
That was the best, dude. That was the most original laugh we've had in a minute on here.
Oh my god, that was bad. Anyway, but I was just thinking about the mustache, I guess.
I get what you mean, though, that most of the documentary was more so about his personal life, more than what he was doing wrong to the animals.
I'm about to say, like, what? Are you jealous about it that he had all these ladies working for free for him?
Yeah.
Because they're all pissed off, and I get it. They're valid points, but at the same time, like he didn't have you like as a prisoner. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It just feel like there was that girl who left him a dildo on the bed. You saw that one?
Yeah.
She ran away, left him a dildo. Well, then why the rest didn't leave him like right away?
Yeah, now that you know you can. Well, I think what it is, he gets him at a young age, makes him feel like there's no other choices.
Yes.
Like, he was a mindfuckery type guy. And, well, is, rather. But I think because of his not letting as many recordings behind the fence.
Well, in that time, I think back in that day, it was a little different.
Well, and he's like that now, like, apparently, where, like, he doesn't let you do any recordings behind the fence.
There's a part where he opens the door and he tries to, like, explain, like, create a story for the door. You saw that part? It was, like, an ancient door, and he wanted to create a story for that door, and then he was, like, halfway, it's like, it's just an old door. Where these people come from? And then he had a writer. You saw the writer? Oh my god, I can't remember the quote, but when the show starts, the old guy has a quote. I can't remember what it is. It's hilarious anyway. But I think it's a circus. It is a circus. Now, I think something good that Netflix did on this one as well, like Joe Exotic, is they make him look like there's a possibility that he killed his partner. Just like happened with Carol Baskin on Netflix. They're just putting little things out there for you to think that this guy might have done something. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's what they're doing, I think.
Really putting another alternative.
So there will be another season, somebody trying to do like an investigation.
But my thing is, you can't put all these tiger people in the same category. I'm not saying that I think that they all should still be able to have tigers, because, like, they're bad, bro. Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, like, what was once okay is not cool now. All right, you can't have 50 fucking tigers in the backyard. But at the same time,
or in your freezer.
Yeah, you can't tell me that all these people are just out killing all their partners in business.
You know what's also sad is that of all these shows of Tiger King, Joe Exotic, that guy now, and Carol Baskin, the guy they just got killed, his partner, it seemed to be the most normal person.
Yeah.
He seemed to be normal. And
yeah.
Then he got, you know. I found funny the explanation of the guy, like he was a fit guy. There was no way he could have slipped and fall.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no way he wouldn't fall like that. He used to love to hike. So, I don't know. We'll see. Eventually, these people may fall too. Yeah, he has a big empire, so it's going to take a little longer to take him down than they did with Tiger King, the other one, Joe Exotic.
Yeah, this guy's more organized, for sure.
So, they all look like perverts, right?
Well, again, this isn't something that's happening again. Like, nobody from the current generation and those others in between have wanted to keep this thing going, really. Well, I take that back. Half the people that work for these motherfuckers are all young people. But they're all working for...
Well, they all look old, though. I don't know.
They're all like free slave labor, I feel like. You know? It's like, bro, you could do better. Get a job at Walmart, man. Like, there's better options out there.
And then they complain about they're not getting paid and all this, but leave.
Yeah.
Leave.
Well, I'm a tiger trainer now.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Fucking tiger trainer.
Oh my god! And
these old people
these old people just taking advantage of it. You know.
Well, but yeah, I mean, I don't get this. I don't get this tiger thing. But I do like to watch it though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
As soon as they come out, I'm on them.
Yes. I'm gonna change the subject very drastically, right?
Okay.
You know,
Da-na-na.
Yeah. What is it called? The last minute thing. So something happened to me interesting this week,
Oh, okay.
and I have to say this. And what better time to say it than in the holidays?
Holiday special podcast. Well, the weather outside is lovely.
It's a very uncomfortable thing to say, but I want to say because I want to tell you. I actually tried to call you, but I couldn't get a hold of you right after it happened.
Stab.
What? That's true. I didn't get a hold of you.
I know.
Okay. Oh, what do you mean? I didn't say just whatever. So I go to the gym, right?
Okay.
I do my workout. Depending on my schedule, I take a shower at the gym and I go to work. So I go to gym, I work out, take a shower. I sit at the bench in the locker room, right? And you know, there's these gyms have like this big wide bench in the center. I don't know if you know what I mean.
Yep.
I'm there, underwear only. I'm putting my socks on. Okay?
Okay.
Guy comes in. Looks like he's in his 70s. A lot of wrinkles, you know. But he has a cap and he has a facial mask, so I only can see his eyes. Anyway, I keep putting my socks and I see him leave. In my mind, he left. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm at the end of the bench, end of the corner, you know, facing the locker. If I look left to the back, that's where you exit the locker room and area. Right? So I thought he left. So as I'm putting my socks on, I hear these weird noises. Okay? It seemed like somebody was hurt. That's what it sounded for a minute. But it was, you know what kind of sounds I mean, like,
Yeah.
but it was at the same time like somebody was suffering, but I was like confused, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I know it's happening kind of behind me, but I don't know if I want to look.
Understood.
Right? Because I thought I was the only one in the room. Right? So when I look, I kind of look with, you know, with the corner of my eye, I look, and there's the old guy with no shirt, but he's not facing me. He's at the corner of the lockers and the wall.
Got it.
Okay? So when I look that way, with the corner of my eye, I can see a body movement that we men know what's happening there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or you don't?
Like a...
Yes, I think, in my mind, at that moment, I think he is masturbating. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, fuck. I think he is doing what I think he's doing, but I can't see because he's facing the corner, right?
Oh,
so I'm like, you know what?
Gosh.
True story. So I'm like, you know what, Hery, just finish, get it ready, because I'm not gonna talk to you, buddy. I'm not gonna talk to you when you're in your business. So I'm like trying to get ready, get out, right? So as I finish putting my pants, I put my shirt, I'm buttoning my shirt, and when I turn around, he turned around, like he looked over his shoulder. He didn't completely turn around. He just moved his head over his shoulder. You know what I mean? Looking over his shoulder, and he looked at me, and I almost cried because he did it was a visual moment, like we looked at each other's eyes. You know what I mean? Like like, you know. And swear to God, Mike, his face looked like Freddy Krueger. Like he looked at me like it was a horror moment. And at that moment, Hery Hood came out. I was like, "What up, bro? What are you looking at? Are you okay?" Because it kind of bothered me. So I'm ready to fight. You know what I mean? What happened next, Mike? He completely turned around with his dick out. He did. He did. So I completely lost it. I got so mad. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, like I literally started yelling at him. But at the same time, I was nervous because I was like, what if he tries to rape me? I'm in the corner, you know? I don't know. It was like a lot happened in a second, you know? So I literally kind of jumped over the bench like I was going to go towards him because like we're about to fight, you know? When I jump over the bench, for a moment, it's like, I should not get too close because his dick is out, you know? I don't know. But at that moment, he literally took his stuff and he started running out of the gym, out of the showers, like the locker area. He ran away. And I start yelling. I'm grabbing my back and everything because you're not going away from me. I'm catching you, motherfucker. So I ran after him. And as we come out of the bathrooms, this comes out to all the cardio area where all the treadmills are. And he takes off, and I'm yelling, yo, 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 yo! Like, yeah. And so everybody at the gym are looking at me like, what's happening? So I'm like following him. He takes off the gym, and the employees are like, stop, calm down, what's going on? I said, that guy, we got to stop him. Like, that guy. He's like, what's happening? And so I'm telling them, they all stop. Everybody's, it's a scene. Everybody's looking at what happened. So they pull me aside, and they trying to calm me down. Sir, you need to calm down. What happened? I'm explaining that this guy just was masturbating because literally when he turned around completely to me, he was still doing his thing.
No shit. So this guy
he didn't
had an
stop.
erection and everything.
Oh, yeah, everything. Like, I'm telling you, very uncomfortable. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so they had to call the cops and everything. He took off. I don't know what's going to happen. Or
did he run out of there butt naked?
No, he had shorts. He didn't have a t-shirt. He took his t-shirt off.
Ah.
Yeah. Because when he walked in the gym in the lockers originally, he had his I think he was working out. I've never seen the guy. I go every morning. I go to the gym every morning the same time. I've never seen him there. Like, when you go to the gym the same time, you kind of are familiar with the people that are there. I've never seen him there. I've never seen him there.
Afternoon people at the gym, huh? That's the afternooners.
I don't know, but it was in the morning. I go in the morning. Yeah, so they said they had the video, and again, protocol says that he get banned and all that kind of stuff. But they had to take all the information, the cop too.
What?
Dude,
that's crazy. Who would have thought?
That was my gym story.
Wow. They give you a free bottle of water or anything? I feel like you should get something out of that. They let somebody like that fucking come into the gym.
To be honest, now that you say that, I think they did ask me if everything was okay, if I needed anything or I wanted something. And I think I was so nervous, I think that I just said, no, I don't need anything. I just need this to be taken care of, I don't know.
Bro, I bet your heart was racing. What a situation.
Mm-hmm.
And then to have to retell that to the police with a straight face. So I'm fucking in there, socks and boxers, getting dressed. I see him in my peripherals. I thought he was
yeah,
and
yeah. And it was I've been like I call Sasha right away. I'm like, honey, I feel like something's wrong. Like, I can't stop thinking about this. Like, I was nervous. And then I had to go get gas, right? Which is the gas station is right in the same parking lot, right? So I have to go get gas, and I'm like looking around, like, what if this guy is still here? Like, I don't, there's a few things here. Either he is one of those perverts that he thought that maybe if I do this, he wants to join me, right? But there's also people that are very comfortable just exposing themselves anywhere,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, here's the thing, Hery. If I go into the Purple Fitness Palace and I go in there and there's some fucking old, young, I don't give a damn. If there's a human being with a penis that identifies as what they identify as, jerking off, I'm knocking that motherfucker out, dude. Like, or at least checking them like you did. That's ridiculous, bro. You can't do that.
Uncomfortable. Like, some sick people in this world. It's interesting because I was talking to somebody about this, and a friend, and he's gay, and he was telling me, well, that's normal. I said, what do you mean it's normal? He said, in my community, there are people, guys, that go to the gym looking for that. Saunas, lockers, or showers. And I'm like, dude, I was just working on my shoulders.
Uh-huh.
It was
If you would
shoulder
have got
day
me
for
45 minutes ago, maybe. But, now I'm sore.
But you know what I mean? Like, I'm just working out. Like, I don't get, like, why we have to go there. I respect anything. I respect you for whatever you
totally
want.
Cool with
but dude, I'm trying to get dressed, I don't need you to be pulling your stuff out and very uncomfortable. I think he got lucky because the bench is a big bench, right? So when I jumped to like go after him, he had enough time to like run away, But I went after him. But in a moment, I was like, what if I would have tripped and fall and like close to him? Like,
now you fallen, got dick slapped in the face.
Yeah.
I knew you wanted it.
Like, at the same time, like, luckily, or thank God he was in the corner. Can you imagine if he would actually touch me? Or come around, and because I didn't see him, I thought he left.
What if he what if he like tipped the back of your neck like a Q-tip?
Like touch my ear.
Yeah.
Touch my like.
You like that? You like that, don't you?
And when I would have had that very girly scream. Like, yeah.
What if his defense is? What if you were just zoned out and this is his defense? He's like, well, I walked in there right behind this guy. He knew where I was. He apparently seemed so zoned out or focused on what he was doing, he didn't hear me. And I told him, hey, I'm about to jerk off. Unless you want to see this, don't turn around. And
hey,
then,
can I fuck your ear?
And then you turned around, and he took that as, oh, yeah, he's ready.
Dude,
That's terrible, bro. I shouldn't joke about that.
I will never forget his face, because even though he was covered with his facial mask, his eyes was this. I believe he was in the 70s. I think so. I think he was in the 70s. He had a lot of wrinkles, but his eyes, I will never forget that. It looked so scary to me. The more I think about it, it's just scary. I don't know.
Bro, that is a unwanted sexual advance right there. That's like a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry you had to go through that. I laugh, but I know what you mean.
I know. I laugh too, but
that's
like,
terrible, bro.
Dude.
That's terrible. See, lady listeners, guys go through shit too.
Right?
Sometimes you just go. I don't think that the women's gym locker room is like that at all.
I am afraid because, like I told you, I depending on the days that I work, like if I work after anything after 10, like if I work at 10, I go I don't want to talk about too much, but I go a certain time. I'm afraid to see how I'm afraid I am. I don't want to say what time I go to the gym. But I go to the gym and then like I said, I take a shower there and I go to work. I'm afraid to do that now. What if I I'm in the showers and all of a sudden, hello.
Hey, is this room got room for two?
Hey, buddy, it's me again. It's Grandpa. Like,
use my strong hand. I'll go first.
But come on,
Nah, bro, that's crazy, dude. What a wild experience.
Have some respect too. Have some respect.
See, there's a bunch of like young people at our gym. They're usually in there, like the adults that are in there keep them. So we have a couple old guys that that'll walk around in there half naked or whatever. But it's always old people, Mm-hmm. And like I don't understand that to a certain degree, and that's where I say like I don't know what goes on in the women's locker room, but the men's locker room, there's always dudes walking around, half dressed, butt ass naked. I'm like, and it's always old guys, always old.
They
guys.
have no shame.
It's one thing
walking around with the New Balance.
Correct.
Walking around with their New Balance.
Yes. With the shower shoes on, coming out sliding, putting the brood on,
Come on, man.
Like, or if even worse, I don't currently have a gym with the sauna, but when I did, like, I like the sauna. When I go into the sauna, I'll wear boxers and I'll put a towel on.
Yeah.
And and I'll sit in there. Always old guys come in there, dude, and it's like they fucking took the shell off. They sit down in there, balls out. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it a quick. That was a quick steam bath.
Here's the thing about that. I can care less. I do have an issue. Again, I'm coming here to work out and do my shit and go. Have some respect for other people. Because I cannot control if they like to walk around naked or not. You know what I mean? It's a shower. It's a locker.
Get
But
where you
have some
gotta
respect.
get. Yeah.
Do your thing and go. Nobody wants to see you. And some of them just walk freely back and forth. Are you really wanting people to see you? This is not a catwalk, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Put your boxers on. Let's go. Put your
Get
New
to where
Balance
you
and your
got
long
to be
socks,
going.
your
Yeah.
compression socks, and go.
Because see, look, if you're walking around in boxers around the locker room, I don't really give a shit. I could care. I could care
Yeah.
less. Once you got briefs on, I'm like, hey, bro, I get it.
Yeah.
Do your morning regiment. What I don't like is the whitey tighties. Okay, that is not an option approved by grown men in today's society. Okay,
Yep.
nix the whitey tighties, gentlemen. Okay, if you're gonna wear whitey tighties under your work clothes, put your work clothes on. I hate it for you.
Yeah.
You start wearing
You know what?
boxers.
You know what I hate too? When some old bastard gets and sits in the bench and watch his phone. Start looking at his phone, listening to, I don't know, a video, YouTube, listening to something on his phone. Why are you doing that in the showers, in the lockers, when people are walking around here naked? That's uncomfortable. Go outside, sit on a bench.
I know what you mean. Always watching like news updates.
Why? We should not have a TV in the lockers. You don't need nobody to sit there to do and watch TV. They need to get dressed and get out.
I would have to agree.
Oh, shit. This messed me up.
I can see, bro. I can see this a hostile subject. I don't mean to make you relive your trauma, but I
No.
appreciate you speaking it.
If I make a homophobic comment, then it's the end of the world.
No, I think in this case, this truthfully proves the fact of
No,
what I meant.
I get what you're saying.
It's
But if I
serious.
make a homophobic comment, everybody flips out, right? People flip out about you making a comment, which sometimes it's even a joke, but even a joke is bad to do. But then, you over there showing me your balls, how do you want me to react?
Maybe you could have just said you weren't gay.
There is no need to pull it out.
There's not. I mean, and
Nobody's
I'm sorry.
asking you to pull your dick out. Why are you pulling it out?
Like, dude, that was terrible. I mean, that's. I hate to keep making fun because that's wild, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't tell you I would have reacted any differently.
Mm-hmm.
I'd been like, bro, motherfucker. Like the first time, I'm like, all right, I made eye contact with you. Now you should know.
Mm-hmm.
Stop doing what you're doing. I'm aware. You're no longer in hiding.
Mm-hmm.
And then for you
Yeah.
to do a full 180 after I bro you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I told him what, because I couldn't see it the first time because he was like facing the locker. So I'm telling you, you knew I was mad because I know when somebody's doing something, right? So I'm like, what? What's up, bro? Like you can tell I'm upset. Why you feel that? Let me just finish. Let me turn around. Let me get beat up. Let me get beat up by this kid.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I know. Whew. Let me deep breath. Dios mío, señor. Por favor, Dios mío, señor. Anyway, that was my
Wow.
week.
Wow, bro. That is spicy.
Mm-hmm.
What a story.
Yeah. Insane, right? Yeah. I'm marked now. I'm marked for life now. Marked for life now. I saw a man's dick.
Man, he tried to come at me with it.
I saw an old
Wow.
man's dick. An old man
Damn.
with New Balance looking at me.
Yeah, ready to go. He said, "I've been in this situation before. Wheels up, motherfucker." Running out of that
You
bitch.
know that I will never trust another guy, an old guy like that again.
No, now you always.
Any old guy comes to me and says hi to me, I'm beating him up. Yeah. I don't care.
That's intense, man. What an intense story. So the search continues? They haven't found him?
I don't know. I don't know what will happen. They got my number and information. I don't know if they're supposed to call me or anything. I don't know.
Maybe you got to come and ID him in like a lineup.
I don't know.
And then they're like, "We're sorry to do this, but gentlemen, we're all going to need you to pull your penises out."
Yeah. Do you recognize any of these dicks?
Do you recognize these dicks?
You know, more than that. Oh, more than anything will be the eyes. I still, like, the way he looked when he would look over his shoulders, it was so scary. I'm telling you, Freddy Krueger. Yeah.
Man, dude, that's fucked up, dude. I'm really sorry you had to go through that.
Yeah. So.
I'm sorry I'm making fun with you, but I know that you wouldn't have told me, and if you didn't want me to do a little bit.
I don't
but
care.
that's
I find it funny now. I do was at the moment when I called you, it would have been a different conversation because I was like so hyped, so upset, so mad, you know. I called you in the middle of like the emotions and all that when I called you, so it would have been a different conversation at that moment.
bro.
Yeah. And then the feeling of he left, like he ran away, like that's what. Like, you hit me and I couldn't hit you back. That's how it felt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're in school and you fight with another kid and he hits you and then somebody breaks the fight but you didn't get a chance to hit him. That's how I feel. Like,
and then, all week, all the kids going to be saying, "Oh, he whooped your ass, bro."
Yeah, and then the same thing in this case. Everybody's going to be like, "Whoa, he showed you a dick." You know?
You didn't pull your dick out.
You didn't pull your dick out. You didn't get a chance to prove anything.
Yeah. Meanwhile, a 70-year-old man jerked his dick right behind you and beat you in a foot race. Damn. My one quit.
I need water.
A lot of laughs on this episode, man.
Yeah.
A lot of laughs. Terrible laughs, but laughs.
So, yeah. Anyway. We're good.
Everybody's
We're
home
good.
safe.
I feel better now. So hopefully things get better now at the gym. Hopefully I don't have to ever see him again.
I hope you don't have to go through that, bud.
I can't. What if I find him like at Publix or something? Oof. Anyway, let's leave it there. So, and he walks by me and he goes like, "Ha! I show you my dick."
Yeah. What if you run into him at Publix and like you're picking out produce, right? So you're kind of bent over.
Okay. I know where you're going.
And then no. Hear me out. And then you see this man with, "Hey, you remember this?" And it's a cucumber. And he like unzips his pants with like a cucumber, but out of the zipper pocket. And you're like, "Ah!" It's you again.
I screamed really loud at the produce area.
And then he starts running again. And at this point, you're throwing like all the kinds of fruit you can at him. Blueberries, guavas, star fruit. You're not getting
the
away.
mango.
You're not getting away from me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
I gotta admit, for a 70, I think he was 70.
He moved.
He moved really fast.
He cranked it up.
Fast. Yeah, he did.
See,
he knew it was serious.
Yeah, I've been here before, brother. Been here before. That's what he said.
He's a pro. Oh shit, he's one of those.
Oh shit.
He's gonna hit me. I thought he was gonna join.
Did he not see that he gave me the signal?
Yeah.
You guys end up meeting up later. That's what the police say the thing was, they're like, "Yeah, see, I thought when I came in that he gave me the signal, and in the gay community it's acceptable.
Yes.
Da-da-da-da-da. When you go to the gym, if you wink at him once, twice, 3 times.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah."
Well, actually,
and he's like,
yeah, when he saw me, he said, "What up, Papa?"
"Oh."
So, that is the code.
That was the code.
He said,
And you're
Papa.
Huh.
Yeah, what's up, Papa?
Jeez.
So,
That's funny.
anyway, so,
Sorry, buddy.
anyway, next time we talk, it will be after Christmas. Can you believe that?
No, I can't.
Navidad.
That quick, bro. Feliz Navidad.
Hey.
Feliz Navidad.
Uh-huh.
Yo quiero cantar, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Hey.
I want to wish you a Merry.
Okay, Elvis.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Same to you,
It's,
man.
I'm hoping it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be great.
I mean, you're getting gifts, so it's good.
Yeah, it's got to be good.
Yeah, that's the best time of the year. You get a gift. I'm happy because
Yeah,
my
that'd
kids
be-
are older now, so like my daughter, she works, so I'm expecting gifts from her.
Yeah, damn right. You got a job.
Uh-huh. She
Poppy.
she can give me something, so. Yeah.
Step it up.
Step it up, mama. Yep, it's not
Okay.
a part-time anymore. You have a good job now. You're not selling ice cream no more.
Yeah, you had 21 years to think about this. All right.
Yeah.
Now start thinking about some good gifts. Welcome to adulthood. There's no more
Even
pillars.
Sasha's
from
like,
here
I don't
on
know
out.
what to get you. I'm like, I don't know, just go all out. Just go all out.
Just go crazy.
So, Oh, by the way, when that thing happened with the old guy, when I called Sasha, right, and I told her a story, I called Sasha FaceTime, and Sasha was in New York with my daughter, and she's like, "Hey, papi," and I was like, "I gotta tell you something just happened." As I'm about to tell her, my daughter joins the FaceTime conversation. "Hey, pa!" I was like, "Hey!" She's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Nothing." Nothing. And I'm making like signs to Sasha to tell her like to leave or walk away. And Sasha's not getting it. "What are you going to tell me?" I'm like, "I can't tell you right now. Our daughter is right there, you know?" But yeah. But anyway, when I told Sasha the story, Sasha said to me, "So you look at his dick, right?" I gotta love my wife. "Oh, you looked at it, right?"
Don't lie.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, well, man, it's been nice. So.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know, your trauma just became one of the best episodes we probably ever had. That was
Right.
awesome, man. Great storytelling.
Oh God. Anyway, I hope you have a good Christmas, man, with Linda and the family. Okay.
Same for you and your familia. I hope everybody has a great one, buddy.
Yeah, of course. So we'll talk
And,
about it more next week and see how everything goes.
Yes, sir. Hopefully I won't feel like shit and I'll be back on my grind and on time.
Take some medicine.
So, yeah. I got it.
Sounds good,
I'll
man.
bounce back.
I'll talk to you soon. Okay?
All right, bro.
Bye.
Yes, sir. Report.